Yo, MixedbyGabriel, and we are doing the second round of slightly more advanced shortcuts with MixedbyGabriel, alright? So on the last one, we basically did a lot of simpler ones, so now I'm going to get more elegant, alright, y'all? So let's say you have this track selected and there's vocals on here, and you want to change what you're looking at as far as if it's a send, the volume automation, etc. You would do Ctrl Cmd left or right, and that would change the actual, you see how it's changing waveform, volume trim, mute, etc. So like, let's say I was recording someone and I wanted to see what I have in the playlist, I'd just do that. I'd just go to the left one time and it's right there. So I can essentially just go through all the different sends. So if I had like something cool I wanted to check out, like to see like when I was sending things to certain things like echoes, this is what I would do. So it's Ctrl Cmd left or right. Alright. So another one that's really good is basically Shift Enter, which just highlights the whole thing. So let's say I was bouncing something. I could just click at the end of the track, Shift Enter, everything's highlighted, right? And then I can hold Shift again and go boom, 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 boom. And I'm just using the colon with Shift. And then I can go even further, and after I have everything highlighted, Command G and make it a group. Alright? So Command G, make it a group, Shift Enter, highlight everything from your point backwards. Alright? Shift Command U. Sorry. Shift Option U. Alright, Shift Command I. Sorry, I was trying to do Shift Command I is import audio. Shift Option I is import session data. And let me think. Shift Option 3 is Consolidate. So let's say I wanted to like make all of this a whole waveform. I would just Shift Option 3. And it would consolidate all that. That's a great way to get like stems out if you wanted them. So I could like, after I do that, I could rename this to something else. And in the audio files, it will be listed as DDD. I'll show you. So now if I went here, you see DDD, boom. So that's a good way of getting out stems, basically. All right, another is, all right, so I don't know if you have a mouse, but if you have a mouse that's like a trackball, you can hold Shift, and this is how you go left and right, and then up and down would be if you let go of Shift. All right, I think we already talked about the recording shortcuts. Duplicate, Command D, X cut things. I think we already talked about all these. C and V is copy and paste. Left and right is the, I don't even know what these are called, the little like signs that are like that and like that. And then another good one would be, well, that's batch track rename, but I wasn't trying to show that, to be honest. Alright, so another one is like, let's say you do a whole bunch of takes like this. You see how he has all these takes? Like we could literally, I could highlight all this, right? And then if I want to strip out all the silence, I can just Command U. And now I got strip silence up, essentially. So that's great for just like literally, as you see, when I hit strip. So now all the dead space is kind of clipped out automatically. I don't have to really worry about that. And then if I wanted to do a batch fade, which means everything I've highlighted will have a fade on the end, the beginning and the end of the clip, it would be Command F. So this is batch fades, right? So basically it's going to fade all those audio clips. Alright, so now there's fades on all of them. Super quick, super easy. Now you can start mixing and the audio is a little bit cleaner. Another game changer is when you click this, you can type in plugins that a lot of people don't know that. Like, so essentially you don't have to go through your plugin list. You could go like this, click D, and then all the D plugins that start with D will pop up. Another hack and cheat sheet for Pro Tools is having your default favorite things. So I love the Q3 and I love the Tube Tech CL1B, so you can do that in the preferences. That would be in, I believe, mixing. Yeah, right here. Default EQ, default dynamics. So they just basically, by default, just pop up like literally exactly right there. So it's super easy. I don't even have to type in anything. I just, boom, boom, it's right there. Let me think. What are some other good ones? So if you click, like, if you click a lot of these things up here, like the F5, etc., F5, like this is just cycling through the options up here. I use the smart tool mostly, so I don't use this shortcut, but it is a great shortcut just in general to move around up there if you want to. Also, if you go to the left, like F3, F2, it changes the type of grid you have, or type of mode you have in Pro Tools, but I don't like using that. I use the colon all the way under the escape. So watch this. I can just go like this. Oh, you can't even see that here. So I'm just changing with the colon. All right, so that does it for me for more advanced shortcuts, and I'm going to keep on building this list out so you can save these on your YouTube and just kind of keep on going back to them and seeing new shortcuts that you guys can use. Command Q is quit, by the way. So I use that a lot just to close out a session. Command O is open a new session. Command N is create a new session. Like that. Create a new session. All right, Mixed by Gabriel. Let me know in the comments if this is helpful. Love you guys. Peace.